Hi everyone, this is your next project for digital photo, and what it is we're going to be taking a picture that you've taken with your phone or your iPad, and you're going to be importing it into Autodesk Sketchbook. And I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to go up to this button right here. This is my add from images. Go to all photos, and I'm going to pick this one right here. And there we go. Got this seashell that one of my kids found, and I'm going to resize it. And if you wanted to rotate it, you could. I'm just using my thumb and my forefinger here. You can rotate it however you want. That's fine. I'm gonna get it a little bit more. And it's a little crooked. That's better. Okay, then I'm hitting done. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a new layer, and I'm going to simply draw on top of it. And this is basically really up to you in terms of how you approach this. You can write on top of this. You can simply, let's say choose a new color here, and say if I go to white, maybe with something that has a little bit of contrast to it. And that's good. I'm using this brush here. It's called Tattoo Inker. And you could just kind of go along the outline here, kind of do this sort of thing. It's basically just a combination of photography and drawing. That's what this project is all about. And I'd also like you to try to experiment with the different brushes. I'm not 100% sure about this brush, but I'm going to keep going with it for now. This almost looks like it's in the water somewhat. Kind of like ripples. Going out. Maybe you want to put some text in there. I'm running out of room. I don't know if I like that. I don't like that. I'm actually going to get rid of It's a nice thing about this program. This program, I think, as far as I know, has unlimited undos, which is awesome. Because I make a lot of mistakes. I'm going to go with the pencil here. I'm going to see if actually the pencil's pretty nice. I'm going to go a little bit larger. I'm going to draw right on top. I'm going to go to a new layer right on top of this seashell here. You could almost make it look like this is like a drawing. I'm actually going to hide this other layer. I really like the pencil tool. It's pretty cool. So I want you to experiment with this, and I want you to add sort of a drawing component to a picture you take, and it can be any picture at all. It could be a picture of a person or a pet. And I don't know if you remember this, but at the very beginning of the year, we did a drawing, or we did not a drawing, but we did a project where you actually used your iPhones, and you went outside, and we either took pictures of things we found in the courtyard, or I think some of you used just some stock images of a pug. And what we ended up doing there, some of you ended up actually on another layer in Photoshop drawing on top of the animal or the object that you took a picture of. And this basically, it's very similar to what we're doing here, although I think the results could be a little nicer with this program because we have better drawing tools. I just used, let me show you what I just did there. I just went up to this guy right here. This is the color picker. And and we haven't really talked about that yet. I'm going to pick the same color that's in here and go with, oh, it didn't work. Let's go back to that. Go over here, there we go. And I'm just going to start putting some of that color in there. See if I can, there we go. So I'm just kind of experimenting here. It's kind of neat. And then I can also experiment with some more. I'm going to try this brush right here. This is the fountain pen. I'm going to go with this color. I'm going to draw in seashell again. I'm also going to do different layers for everything, every new thing that I do here. I don't think this really goes. I don't think it really goes with what I have here. You don't have to add in text, but however you want to experiment here. Let's see. Try my pencil again. This is kind of neat. I really do like this pencil. That gives you a lot of control. It's kind of neat. Depending on what you choose, you might have more negative space like I do here. But you might have less. So it's really, you know, if you have a lot of blank space, you could add in some other things, like you could add in some writing, or you could add in some other elements. Let's say I wanted to, I'm going to go with my pencil still. I'm going to go to a new layer, and you could just continue to add in some of these, you know, these things if you want to, or more designs. You could do more design elements. You know, you could really go crazy here. Fill up the space. You could do other things that are kind of coming in, you know, like that. It's really up to you what you want to do. So this is really a project that has a lot of experimentation built into it. So I hope you do take some time to play around with some different ideas that you might have. So first thing is to find a picture that you're interested in working with. And it doesn't have to be a new picture. It could be a picture that you've taken a while ago, and you're going to import it into Autodesk Sketchbook, just using this button right here. And then once it's inside, you're going to make sure that you are adding new layers, and then experimenting with some of the different brushes that you have over here to try out some new effects. So here's my pencil layer on top, and there's some other experimentation stuff. I'm not sure this is really working yet, but I'm going to keep going with it and see where it takes me. All right, so I hope you enjoy this project, and I look forward to seeing what you create.